What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're getting into my Colonial Athletic Conference Tournament Predictions. Before we get into it, if you want to watch any of my other conference tournament predictions, I just came out with the West Coast Conference Tournament. Yesterday I came up with the Atlantic Sun and Sun Belt Conference Tournament. So if you're interested in that, and also I'm going to be coming out with my Southern Conference Tournament predictions right after this. But anyway, let's dive into the standings of this conference tournament, the Colonial Athletic, CAA for short. Yeah, the number one seed right now is Hofstra as right there, and then the 2 seed Charleston. Both these teams are tied for 1 and 2. Two good teams here. But yeah, I mean, Charleston's 28-3 right now. They're still in the bubble of the conference tournament. I mean, in the NCAA tournament, but they probably have to win the. Sadly, they probably have to win win this whole thing to make it in. I do really like Charleston, but yeah, they're gonna have to win this term if they want to be in the in the NCAA tournament as well as everyone else, of course. But anyway. Moving on to number 3, we got Tucson and number 4, UNC Williamson, both tied for 3 and 4 at 12 and 6 in conference play. Looks like Tucson owns the tiebreaker, though. Then we move on to number 5 with Drexel at 10 and 8. We're kind of in the middle here, just in their own territory. And then we get really close once we get down here. It was really tight after this between number 6 down all the way even to number 13. It's only a game back from the next team above them, if that makes sense. But anyway, number 6 we got Delaware, and then number 7 we have NCA&T. Delaware own the tiebreaker. Both teams finish at 8 and 10. And then number 8 William and Mary. No team tied with them. And then number 9 we have a 3-way tie between Elon right there. And then number 10 we got Stony Brook and 11 Northeastern. Elon owned the tiebreaker over Stony Brook, and Stony Brook owned the tiebreaker over Northeastern. So Elon got the best out of all that. And then to finish it up, the bottom 2 teams unfortunately missed out, tied up with Hampton and Monmouth. So yeah, that is the bracket. Let's get into the first round, which will be on Friday, March the 3rd here. And let's start out with Hampton against Monmouth. Basically, the play-in game it's not really a first round, but yeah, the play-in game basically. Hampton versus Monmouth. Both teams basically 2 very similar teams here. I'm going to go with Hampton, though, the 12 seed, to advance. Keep it all even, I guess, with the 1 through 12. All right, and then so let's just get into this now. Let's start out with William Mary at Elon against William Mary. Yeah, I mean, Elon is 8 and 23 in general. They're just not a very good team. William Mary's 1-2 straight. I think this is not a typical 8 versus 9. Usually it's closer, but William Mary's just clearly the better team here. I like them in that matchup. Drexel against Hampton. So Hampton does get that extra game that can actually help a play-in game, get you a little bit more. Also, the bye can help you to rest a day, obviously, as well. But Drexel versus Hampton, I just don't see Hampton pulling off that upset. I'm going with Drexel to advance on. And then down here, we got NCA&T versus Stony Brook. Let's go with the 10/7 upset here. Let's go Stony Brook pulling off the win. I think that this game could go either way, but I'm going to give it to Stony Brook. And then Delaware versus Northeastern here, 6 versus an 11. I just don't see Northeastern pulling off that upset. I'm going with Delaware. All right, so over here, we got Hofstra and William Mary. Hofstra is just clearly the better team. William Mary is going to run into a really good Hofstra team in this conference, so I'm going with Hofstra. UNC Williamson against Drexel, a good matchup here. UNC Williamson is a good team at 22-9 right now. Yeah, both these teams played a week ago, and it went to double overtime. UNC Wilmington just barely got the dub, but I'm gonna go with yeah, let's go with UNC Wilmington. They're just clearly the better team right now as a 4 seed. I know Drexel coming off that game against an easy matchup against Hampton, but yeah, I'm gonna go with UNC Wilmington to advance. And then next we got the 2 seeded Charleston battling it out against Stony Brook. Sorry, my thing just went out. Let me hold up 1 sec. There you go. Okay. Yeah, I mean Charleston, really freaking good team. I don't see a Stony Brook team even coming close to beating them. I'm going with Charleston, and then Tucson against Delaware, a 3 versus a 6 seed. Let's go with an upset pick here. Let's go with Delaware. Delaware made the tournament, I believe, a few years ago. I'm not sure though. Yeah, I think it was last year. Yeah, it was last year. So Delaware, good experienced team here. I don't like Tucson too much, so I'm going to go with a 6 seed to advance on. Also, they get that extra game against Northeastern, as I mentioned, to help them out a bit. So let's go over here for a spot in the semifinals. We got Charleston and Delaware. I just don't think, like I said, Charleston's just playing too good right now. I like them to advance. And then we got Hofstra versus UNC Wilmington. Let's go with a big upset pick here. I know Hofstra's a really good team, but I like UNC Wilmington as a team to advance. Good 4 seed in this conference. They're 22-9 right now. They have lost one straight, but I think that UNC Wilmington can win that game earlier this season. Let's see. I'm not sure. I don't think these two played actually earlier this year. Yeah, I mean these two did not play. Looks like so. Interesting. Unless they played in December. No, I don't even know. But anyway, I'm going with UNC Wilmington to advance. And then we got Charleston and UNC Wilmington. UNC Wilmington got crushed by Charleston earlier this season. And then also was another close game earlier as well. But I like Charleston too much here to pick against them. I'm going with them to win the whole championship game. Yeah, Charleston, really good team. Watch out for them in the tournament if they make it. They could do some damage. So anyway, guys, thank you all for watching this video today. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the content. Comment down below your predictions. Again, if you want to check out my other conference tournament predictions, do so. And anyway, guys, peace.